Yeah, thank you very much for the kind introduction. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here at this early hour of the day. I think it's an impressive outturn here at this 13th, I understand, EGAP European Biosimilars Group Conference. And I was very, very pleased to be asked to give the keynote speech of the second day, because I really appreciate that you invited also the European Commission to share our thoughts and activities and ideas on what we consider important topic of biosimilars with you. Just to be specific, it's a bit of, how should I say, internal European discussion, but it was quite an interesting discussion we had within the European Commission last year when the new European Commission was formed, whether pharmaceuticals, and as indicated, I'm heading one of the pharmaceutical units, whether that is more a topic to be dealt with under the portfolio of health, the Commissioner of Health, or the Commissioner for Internal Market and Industry. And I thought it was a very interesting discussion, because also some people, polarized a little bit either or. As it turned out, in the end, pharmaceuticals remained under the portfolio of health, but which in the end, in the way the new Commission works, doesn't change a lot, because we anyway closely collaborate with colleagues of all departments. But I thought it was still a very interesting discussion, and for me personally, the two aspects, basically the well-being of industry and the well-being of patients, should and cannot be detached. So this is one topic where we actually all work together. So I turn specifically to today's topic, and I think there are quite a number of opportunities, but also challenges. Many challenges are brought to our attention also in the European Commission of similar biological medicinal products, the long version more commonly called biosimilars. And we are particularly sensitive in particular to the challenges that these products, but also their perception on the market bring. In our view and the view of the Commission, it is really a sector that has a very important role to play, and that should not be underestimated in today's time. Really, it is a possibility to bring affordable medicines on the market, which in the end will provide a positive response to the challenges of sustainable health systems. Because we see in this sector, as in many other sectors, that the sustainability of health systems is really an issue and under threat. And I think there lies one of the big opportunities of this particular sector for the future. Secondly, we do recognize the industry in itself and the sector where manufacturers and scientists come together and in the end really generate growth and jobs also in R&D, and really to the benefit of our economy. So these are really two important aspects that go beyond, say, the matter of the biosimilar, the scientific matter of the biosimilar in itself. To this end, the Commission is of the opinion, and that is what we hear frequently, is also that the regulatory framework and the stability and the usefulness of the regulatory framework is tremendously important. It has to be robust, in particular for the process itself, for the process of evaluation and assessment, but it has also to be robust that the external world really is aware that these biosimilar medicines fulfill very high standards of quality, safety, and efficacy. So it is important. Sometimes it may be perceived as a burden, but I think there is a balance to be struck between a robust regulatory system, a robust regulatory pathway, and the confidence that we can have in the high standards that these medicines will actually fulfill. As you know or may not know, this year the European Union celebrates already 50 years since the adoption of the first European law on authorization of pharmaceuticals. So basically, we have been working 50 years on that pathway. We, at the same time, the same year, we are celebrating 20 years of setting up of the European Medicines Agency. And really, during all these years, a very large body of EU legislation has been developed, which included also the progressive harmonization of requirements for granting of marketing authorization throughout the entire European Union. Nowadays, we somehow take this for granted. You know, we have 28 member states, all sovereign states, but we have achieved to have one centralized system where we can deliver in the end a marketing authorization valid in all 28 member states. It has been a gradual process, but I think we can be fairly proud of the results. With regards to the particular topic of today, one of the key milestones of the pharmaceutical legislation was in 2004, the adoption of the legal framework and the regulatory pathway for biosimilars. And I'm very proud to say, although it is not me personally, but I'm still very proud to say that we were one of the first regions in the world to have set up such a regulatory pathway, which has really inspired also many countries around the world. And adding to the 50 years of celebrations and 20 years of celebrations, we can also celebrate 10 years of application of that specific dedicated regulatory pathway for biosimilars. This time we have achieved close to 20 authorizations of biosimilar medicines, authorizations by the European Commission. They were granted after a robust and thorough scientific evaluation of the European Medicines Agency. And I think we can be really proud of these achievements. Nevertheless, and that links a bit to one of my first points, we are clearly far from reaching our potential in terms of full uptake of biosimilars in the European healthcare systems. I think this is recognized by all of us that there is far more potential in this area. In this context, I welcome the initiatives by the European Medicines Agency, the workshop that has recently been organized with healthcare professionals to better understand and educate on biosimilars, and also the dissemination of a consensus paper that was published by our colleagues in the Commission on this topic. Such type of initiatives are obviously excellent opportunities to increase awareness and understanding of biosimilars. I understand we have not yet reached the end of that way, but these are steps, and they will, I'm convinced, show results in terms of uptake in the healthcare systems. I think also the pressure on the finances will do their part.